Aloha everyone, and welcome back to the Kilauea Eruption and Leilani Estates update for July 16th, 2018. Tonight there's been some interestingly new developments. Apparently a new phenomena. I don't know if it's new to the USGS or not, but it is new to me, so I'll be discussing that. But first, let's go ahead and get to the general update, and then we'll talk about some of the other things that's happened today. The USGS reports for Monday, July 16th, 2018 at 9:31 a.m. Hawaii Standard Time. The Fissure 8 continues to erupt lava into the Perch Channel leading northeastward from the vent. The channel is full but not quite up to the rim. There were no significant overflows this morning. The southern margin of the flow remained about 1 kilometer or 0.6 miles from Isaac Hawley Park this morning, despite no visible surface connection to the Fissure 8 channel. Lava continues to ooze out at several points of the 6 kilometer, 3.7 mile wide flow front into the ocean. Explosions were reported from the main ocean entry this morning, with at least one being quite strong. Fissure 22 did not appear to be active this morning, but sounds were heard from it last night. There is currently no other active fissures at this time. Over on Highway 130, HVO field crews are still tracking activity and conditions and are reporting information to Hawaii County Civil Defense. Observations are being collected on a daily basis, and there is currently still no changes in temperature, crackwood, or gas emissions being reported. Up on the Kilauea Volcano summit, seismicity has increased, as has been the pattern leading up to the collapse explosion events beneath the summit. The last event occurred at 3:26 a.m. Hawaii Standard Time, July 15th, with energy equivalent to a magnitude of 5.2 earthquake. We expect a high rate of earthquakes, 25 to 35 per hour, to continue until the next collapse explosion event occurs later today. Inward slumping of the rim and walls of the Halima'uma'u continue in response to the ongoing subsidence at the summit. And now for the USGS mini updates. At 11:42 a.m. Hawaii Standard Time on July 16th, a collapse explosion event occurred at Kilauea Summit. The energy released by the event was equivalent to a 5.3 earthquake. Following that event, at 11:42, there was no significant response at Fissure 8. Field crews have not reported any channel overflows. And now for the EPA Air Monitoring Sensor Report. The sensor located in Leilani recorded on July 16, 2018 at 8:53 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time, 0 parts per million for SO2 and 0 parts per million for H2S. The Nana Valley sensor reports the same results at 8:52 p.m. However, the sensor located at the Pahoa High School recorded at 8:45 p.m. 0.001 parts per million for SO2. It currently does not read for H2S. And finally, our Kalapana Seaview Estate sensor was reading at 8:55 p.m. 0.054 parts per million for sulfur dioxide. However, it was reading 0.0 parts per million for hydrogen sulfide. And that will pretty much do it for the USGS update. So now we will move into something else I want to talk about, which a lot of you've probably already heard, and that was the people that were injured today in the lava boat tour. So according to reports earlier today, while a tour boat was out viewing the lava ocean entry, there was a underwater explosion interaction between lava and the seawater. This caused hot and solidified chunks of lava to be thrown up in the air along with the exploding water, which rained down on the lava boat. One big piece of rock come through the roof of the boat and unfortunately injured one of our guests. They had to be airlifted to Oahu for medical treatment. Other guests sustained some scratches and cuts and bruises and things like that. Fortunately, no one else was hurt any more severely. Now, the question is what I'm asking is, what is the mechanism behind this? Because there has been, these booms lately, which I have been hearing even up here in Upper Leilani, which is apparently these explosions in the ocean entries, and USGS has reported them as occurring, but has never, or as far as I haven't seen yet, any explanation as to the mechanism. So this is what I think. USGS has reported that there is no visible connection between the flow channel and the ocean entry, meaning that basically the top is crusted over. However, there is lava entering the ocean, so we know that there is a mechanism that is conducting that lava from the channel to the ocean entry areas. It's most likely some form of lava tube system of that nature. If that be, with that in mind, it is possible that those lava tubes could extend off the edge and travel across the ocean floor. And at some point, the tube system on the ocean floor fails, and we have a explosion event due to the sudden release of a lot of heat energy in contact with the seawater, creating steam and boom. But not only does it throw up the water, it also throws up the lava that created it as well, which I believe is the same mechanism that is creating this little island that we see in these pictures here. I would believe that the explosive events may be the precursor to the building of what we see here. And now it's time for our favorite little segment. Look at that there. There's two things in this photo that I want y'all to take a look at that there. And the first one is right here. This is the PGV power plant, Puna Geothermal, and it is currently offline and surrounded by lava. There has been some lava impact on the wells, but only a couple of them. Currently there is no activity there. Things seem to be stable, nothing to worry about, which is one of the reasons why you really ain't hearing anything about it in the news or anything like that. The second thing is up here. Look at that there. That is the ocean entry plume, and that is the southern edge of the flow front entering the ocean, which is not too far north of Isaac Holly Park. The next image we're going to take a look at is this one off the coast of the flow front. We've seen, of course, this image before. This is the little island that has formed out there. This is the most current picture of it, but what I want you to take a look at is look at that there. You see these are the black sand beaches. However, looking at this picture, I can tell that they're pretty steep beaches, so they would not be swimmable, I don't believe. And if you look just above it to the right, that is another little ocean entry, a little tube of lava or whatever mechanism it is, hitting the ocean there. You never know, it could flow across the ocean and produce another little island like that. Again, that's what I think is maybe causing these ocean explosions. But of course, I'm no expert on that. And the last image we're going to look at is actually kind of an interesting one as well. Obviously, this is the fissure 8 flow channel, part of the braided area of the channel. But what I want you to look at that there at is at the bottom left section of the screen, we have all this green vegetation. But then if you look at the top right side of the screen, all the vegetation is brown. And what this is this isn't necessarily from the heat or the direct lava itself. This is from the gases. And basically the reason why one side is dead and the other isn't is because the winds are usually blowing the gas in the direction of the dead stuff the majority of the time. So it's constantly being hit with the SO2 and all the other wonderful little things that's in there. But the other side doesn't get exposed very often, so it's able to survive and hold on. It's pretty cool, actually. How the wind is a very contributing factor as to what vegetation is living and what vegetation isn't. It's not really necessarily the lava itself. And that will do it for this update report. Remember, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Also hit the bell icon so you can get notified of new updates when I post them. Also, if you would like to see all my photographs of this event, you can check out my smugmug.com redbubble.com account. Links in description. Also, I have a Redbubble account where you get t-shirts and other items like phone cases and skins for your laptop and all kinds of other cool things with images printed on them. I'm adding more. I need to actually add more this week, so I'll be working on that. You can also follow me up on Twitter, get notifications there. Also, I can answer any questions that people ask as well. A little bit easier there sometimes. So anyways, just want to say thank you again for all your support. I appreciate it. Keep the comments coming. I love reading them in the morning when I get up. Sitting there, having my morning routine. It's kind of funny. Y'all get up in the morning and watch my video, and when I get up early in the morning, I read your comments. So it's pretty cool. Anyways, y'all have a great morning, afternoon, evening, and this has been the Leilani Estates update for July 16th, 2018.